Hi guys, hope you're well. Welcome to my channel, Hibsa. Today's video is going to be a makeup look, but with a little twist. I am going to be trying loads of products on my face, so most of the products that you can see on my face are new. So I wanted to just kind of do a collective first impressions, so I thought this is the best way to try it. So yeah, I've used a couple of products from Paese Cosmetics, from Sephora, from Givenchy, from Benefit, and if you would like to see how I feel about these products, please keep watching. I don't have every single category, so I don't have like primer or concealer, so I'm going to use what I have already, but I have a new foundation and stuff like that. I have some from Sephora, Givenchy, Benefit, Paese Cosmetics. I have quite a few, so I thought I'd do a little makeup look for you guys. So I'm going to start off with my base first today. The Olay Natural White I've already used to moisturize my face, and this is the day cream, so it has SPF 24 in it, and I've already moisturized my lips because my lips are pretty dry right now. I've used just my EOS in the Strawberry Sorbet, I think it is, Strawberry Sorbet. So it just looks like that. I've nearly finished it, so I'm really glad because these take a good time to finish, but they're not very travel friendly, I would say, especially in, like if you have a small little purse. I find them a little bit chunky, but I do really like them so far. So I have two foundations, but I'm going to try out the Paese Long Cover Fluid, and this has normal to dry skin. There is also the Paese Matte and Cover, but this is for more like oily combination. So I want to try out this one first. So I'm just going to shake that up, and I'm going to apply it with just a damp makeup sponge, like a foundation sponge like that. So I'm just going to put some primer on first because my skin is kind of dry. Please excuse my fringe, I don't know, it has a mind of its own. I'm going to use the Illamasqua Hydra veil. This is for dry skin and I really do like it, so I'm just using that. I just have a sample of it, but a little bit does go a long way, I've noticed, and it's literally a really thick kind of gel. So I'm just going to put this all over my face and just rub it in. Especially on my nose because that's where it's the driest, and around my mouth. And then I'm going to go in with the foundation. So this is what the foundation looks like again, and it's a really thick foundation. I have it in the one Golden Beige number 03, and I really like the packaging. It's quite interesting. It's kind of like a spatula. You can see how thick the foundation is. So I'm just going to dot some on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to just use a little bit and just go and put it all over my face. I think that's just a little bit. I just want, and I'm going to use just a damp makeup sponge. And I'm going to put this also on my eyes as well. I just want to see how it performs, say if I want to kind of skip concealer that day. So it seems like it's a good match for me. Maybe a little bit on the yellow side, I would say, but still, I think it can work. It has a kind of scent to it, which I don't mind. Just gonna go in with a little bit more. And just to kind of keep it clean, I'm just putting it like sanitary. I'm just putting it on the back of my hand. I think I took out too much, so I'm gonna close that. So that's what it looks on the back of my hand. I think it's a good match. Dot some more. So I blended a little bit more off camera, and I feel like this is a good high coverage foundation because I had a few scars at the top. I don't know if you saw earlier. I had a few scars from like spots and one down here, and they covered pretty well. And I did a little bit on my under eye and on my eyes because I have a bit of dark circles, and that did a good job as well. I did use a very little of the foundation though on my eyes. But yeah, I really like it, and it feels a little bit, just a little bit sticky or tacky, I guess, but not too much, so I will set it. But I think as time is progressing, it's kind of absorbing into my skin, and it just feels nice and soft and hydrating. So I'm just going to quickly read what the back of the bottle says. It says, the covering foundation with long-lasting effect, dedicated to normal, dry and sensitive skin, creamy consistency, evens the skin and covers any imperfections, making face look fresh and radiant throughout the day. Rich in vitamins A, C and E, D-panthenol and shea butter formula nourishes, moisturizes and soothes the skin. I actually agree with that. I feel like my skin isn't dry, and it has moisturized my skin. So I'm gonna see, maybe in a couple hours I will update you guys on how it feels. But yeah, so far I really like it. But I am gonna set it anyway, and I don't think I need concealer now because this is quite I feel a high coverage foundation. Yeah, strong coverage it says on the bottle here. So it's a strong coverage, so yeah. And because I had some redness on my nose as well, so that got covered. I am gonna use the Paese Cosmetics Rice Powder. So this is the new powder that I received, and I don't know, what does it say on the back of this? It's a mattifying and fixing powder for normal combination oily skin. So I'll try it out anyway, just a little bit, because I don't really have oily skin, but I still want to try it out. So I just taken out a little bit. It did have a seal, and it had a little puff like this. Use a brush, just kind of like a fluffy one, and just dip it in. There's some on the lid, so I'm just going to use that. This is scented as well, the powder, I feel. Is it my brush? No, it's the powder, but it's okay. It's nothing that bothers me. But if you do not like scented products, I would probably skip the rice powder. So I finished applying the powder on, and it has definitely helped with like the slight tackiness that the foundation had left, but nothing too major. But yeah, it doesn't feel tacky or anything. It feels nice and light, the powder. Like I said, it does have a little bit of scent too, so if that bothers you, then I don't know if it'll be for you. I think the foundation has a little bit of a scent as well. Oh no, nothing too much. Kind of smells a bit like paint, but nothing that bothers me. So I'm gonna go in with my eyes now, and I'm gonna use the little eyeshadow trios that I got. So that's what it looks like from Sephora collection. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my fingers because that's what I like doing. And I'm going to go in with the eyeshadow movie Popcorn, and I'm just gonna put that all over my eyelid, and then I'll go in with something in the crease. So it just looks like that. Really feel soft, and they're pretty pigmented. I know it looks a bit crazy right now, but I'm going to go on top with a different color. So I'm going to go in now with Be on the A-list number 49. So it just looks like that. So it'll be on the outer crease, and like on the outer V and on the crease is what I'm trying to say. Just using a fluffy brush, which keeps breaking. With It Bag number 80. I'm going to use a pencil brush and put that on my lower lash line. There is quite a bit of fallout with these, so I'm going to clean up afterwards. Just all the way in the whole lash line. Just kind of for a little bit of a difference. So there is a little bit of fallout with these eyeshadows, especially this shade, Movie Popcorn. So I would recommend doing your eyes first and then your base, but I just cleaned up with a little bit of foundation because I really don't feel like concealer today. So I just cleaned up with a bit of foundation, and it's nice and clean, or you can just use a makeup wipe. So I'm going to use the Benefit They're Real Push-up liner. It is a sample, it is pretty old, so I want to just kind of give this another chance because the last time I tried it, I didn't really like it. I don't really like it, and I want to give it another chance. But this is pretty old, or not really that old, maybe a year old, but it's been in my drawer. But anyway, we can try it out. So I'm just going to open it up, and it has a little seal, so I'm just going to pull that out. I'm going to just use that and squeeze a little bit of the product out. And what you do is, I have been asked by a couple of people how you actually use this, and you just squeeze this like rubbery bit, this whole bit is rubber, and you just press this until you see the, can you see? Until you see the product coming out. Now let's see if it actually has any product, or has it dried up today. Okay, so it's again come out as a little blob. So I don't know. I am not, okay, let's see. I like how thin you can do it. They're Real Push-up liner, I'm 50-50 on. I think it's something to do with the size, because if I was trying to do my inner corner, I just was blocking my view because it's so small. I mean, I like the size, but it's not practical. And if you do try and do a thin line, I just end up doing a thick line, because when I'm squeezing out the product, if you squeeze a little bit too much, it becomes a blob. So I was trying to constantly clean it on a tissue, but so it's really intense black, which you can see the mistakes. Like, it's not perfect eyeliner, I know that, but please ignore it. But it's a really thick gel formula. So if you do like that kind of type of formula, I would just recommend you just go take the plunge and get the bigger size, because the sample is not amazing. Yeah, so it's really, really thick. And like, yeah, as you can see, as I pushed it out, it's super like blobby if you do go a little bit overboard. I'm just gonna try and see if I can neaten this out, but it is quite easy to use. You can get a thin line, you just have to be careful of how much product you're pushing out. And I've managed to also get it everywhere on my fingers. But otherwise, yeah, so I mean, I would like to try it a little bit some more, but I don't know, I may chuck this because I have other eyeliners that I prefer using anyway. I don't want to be spending too long just to use my eyeliner, especially when I use the pencil eyeliner. I can just do my eyeliner easy peasy. So I'm going to do now my mascara. This is the Givenchy, what's it called? The Givenchy Noir Couture 4-in-1 mascara. So it's volume, length, curl and care. Let's see, what has it got? Information. You know, it doesn't have any information, so what I'll do is I'll just research some more information on this, and then I'll link it in my blog post for you guys. Oh, I was not expecting that. That's what the brush looks like. So that's really interesting. I don't know how I feel about it, but we'll see. It seems like it's quite bendy, because can you see? It's quite narrow near this little part. So we'll see how it goes. So I'm just going to apply. Time I use mascara, I do have to separate my eyelashes anyway. I like how this has turned out. I do feel like I got a bit of volume, a bit of length, curl as well. I did curl my eyelashes beforehand anyway. So what I do is that even, especially on this side, I've noticed my eyelashes just bunch together. I just take a clean, like one of those disposable mascara ones, and just go and separate with that. So yeah, I do like how this one is. So far so good. So fingers crossed, I have high hopes for that. And now I'm going to do the rest of my face. I'm just going to add a little bit of blush, and that is going to be from my collection. I am going to go in with the Blusher Limited from Marks & Spencer's, because I just want some pinkness to my face. So just going to quickly add some of that. So I'm going to use the E.L.F. Luscious Liquid Lipstick in Ruby Slipper. So that's what it looks like. I really like these because they're nice and moisturizing. So I'm just going to... like me to do a makeup look using this lipstick, then let me know in the comments below. I would keep it really simple though, because it's such a bold color. For me personally, it's really out of my comfort zone. I would just have no eyeshadow, maybe just a little bit of eyeliner, blush, foundation, and that's it, and maybe some highlighter, but that is it, because it's such a bold color for me. And I'll keep my eyeliner really thin and just a little bit of mascara. So yeah, that is what I would do with this kind of lipstick shade, just to kind of keep everything nice and toned down, and have the lipstick as the kind of star of the show. So that's it guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. I know the look is very simple, but I really wanted to just try out the products. So far so good. I really like the foundation. So far my skin feels just nice and hydrated. It doesn't seem to have clung to any dryness. But it's covered really nicely, and the powder as well, it just doesn't seem to have done anything out of the ordinary yet. So we'll see. I will give you guys a little update. I'll write it maybe across the screen or something in a couple of hours, how I found the foundation and how it wore. But so far so good. So far I really do like this. I like the powder. What else? I do like the mascara, but I do want to try a little bit more before I give you guys my final thoughts and final opinion on it. The only product I didn't really like, and I think this is just personal because it's also it was a sample, and this is just the Benefit Push-Up liner, and I just prefer pencil liners more. That's just me. I just prefer my pencil, like creamy. The gel, not so much. So we'll see anyway. If you'd like me to do a little makeup look on this lipstick, let me know in the comments below. It is really bright and out of my comfort zone, but it's such a pretty shade. Like I said though, I will keep it really simple. I'll probably have nothing on my eyes, just a little bit of eyeliner and mascara, and then just keep my lips as the star of the show, the color. One also thing I did forget to mention is the Sephora eyeshadows. Really pretty, pigmented. They do have a little bit of fallout, so I would just recommend doing your eyes first and then the rest of your face. But I think that is pretty much it. So as always, I'll do a little blog post for you guys, so I'll link it down below so you can just get swatches and close-ups of the actual products. So as always, I'll link my social medias down below for you guys, so if you like, please do follow me on those, just so you get to know really when I upload and kind of to talk to you guys on them, because I love hearing from you guys. When you guys comment on my videos, it just, I feel like I'm getting to know you guys as well. So let me know your recommendations, if you have any products you want me to try out, if you want me to do a specific look, let me know in the comments below. And that is pretty much it. So thank you again so much for watching. I will see you soon. Bye!